It's Monday, July 20th. This is trail day 38. About to leave the drive-in here in Warwick. And slept okay. It was really hot and humid here last night. There was no breeze at all. And then at 3 in the morning, there came up a little rain shower. So I had to throw the tarp up. And I just used the side pull-outs, stake on this side. I didn't stake anything at the bottom, but I just kind of hung the tarp around and kept everything dry. That wouldn't work for a heavy rain, but it was just a light rain. So it's 7 in the morning, so I'm about to get packed up and then get an Uber back to the trail and hopefully get started before it gets too hot. It's already really humid, so the goal for today is 12 miles to the next shelter. Got a ride from the theater back to the trail, and it's 9:05. It's already hot and muggy, and we'll be in New York in about 2 miles, and there's a Creamery in about 9 miles, and then the shelter's 11.5. So I'm going for the Creamery. Ice cream on a nice hot day might be a good thing. It's supposed to be in the 90s again today, so. And there was a cache of water back there at the road crossing, so I'm carrying about 1.5 liters, I guess, something like that. Well, that's nice. I don't know what it is with roads and trash. The further you get into the woods from roads, the less trash you see. Now this terrain today is supposed to be, according to the profile, fairly level. But it did have a note in the AWOL guide that said that sudden ups and downs and rocks could make this section challenging. So, like any other day, we'll just see how it goes. And this one gnarly looking beetle. So I'm about 2 miles in. I stopped here, sat on the rock, mixed up a Gatorade, drink about 1/2 liter, a little more. Had my last 3 orange slice candies. It's 10:30. And we're about 2 miles from New York State. I just got to figure out where the trail goes. It looks like it just follows the road and goes down beside it. Nope, it goes across the road. We're crossing over this footbridge. It was built in 2011 by the Eagle Scouts. but I would not want to have to get water out of it. There's one stagnant, nasty puddle there, and another one over there. And it looks like it might lead into a stagnant little pond down there. But I'm sure sometimes it's flowing good, but not right now. So the notes in the AWOL guide's been fairly correct. It's had a couple of spots that was rocky, but they were like big rocks like this mostly, and they were spread apart so you could just step on them like stepping stones. But it has all these little ridges like flowing, and they're only like 10-15 feet tall, and then you crest it and go over. But yeah, it's been a whole bunch of that, just up and over. It's not too bad. I don't know which one's worse though. Having like one big climb, like the stairway to heaven, and then being done, or these constant up and down, up and down, up and down all day. I hadn't decided on that one. It just doesn't matter, you have to hike what's in front of you. So we're like 0.2 miles from New York state line. And I said, well, I'll wait to New York and I'll take a pack off break. And then we had to climb up a boulder field. And now this. What's the first step? It's a doozy. Wasn't as bad as it looked. Nice breeze. I thought I heard thunder a little bit ago, but it doesn't look like it's gonna rain. So I don't know. I see a few more rocks to go up, so I'm just gonna stand here and enjoy the breeze a minute. Those rocks wasn't too bad. Looks like we have a view coming up though. Yeah, a little bit of one off in the distance. Oh, we've made it to the state line. There's the state line. There's a state line trail. There's the state line trail. So, while we've been in and out of New York, we're now officially out of New Jersey and in New York. And it's 11:55. So, now that we've completed that task, I'm going to stop somewhere in a shady spot and take a break. And it's kind of funny, like here within a mile will be the highest point in New York on the Appalachian Trail. But that can be deceiving because High Point Park was the highest point in New Jersey. But then we still had the Stairway to Heaven climb to do. Well, I guess I was wrong. That wasn't the state line. It was just a state line trail. So here we are, officially leaving New Jersey into New York. So I'm assuming that this is what they call Prospect Rock, the highest point in New York. You can see the lake down there. Not a bad view. So the trail's been going across all these, looks like granite sections here. And it's kind of easy to lose track of the blazes. Somehow I get the feeling they don't go this way. But I don't see any other trail or indication that it turned. There was one right back there, pointed this direction. But this cannot be the direction. But we get a good view out of it anyway. So we'll go backtrack to the last one and see if we can figure this out. So this was Furnace Brook. It's got some kind of cool rocks. It's like a sedimentary rock, I guess. Has all kind of other rocks in it. Like this big rock here has all these little smooth stones made into the rock. I took a break here, drink a liter of water, had a little something to eat, sat and dozed on that rock. Actually contemplated laying my sleep pad out and taking a nap, but I was afraid I'd wake up at like 6 or something. So that, and there was a little mosquito. I'd come around every 10 minutes trying to land and get lunch. so I figured if I did actually take a nap, I'd wake up with mosquito bites all over me. I feel a little better. It feels like it's cooled off some, so back north we're going. This would be a challenge if it was raining. And not so bad when it's dry, but there's a camp spot right there. Now that would have been a good camp spot. Right by the creek. I checked the Creamery, it says opens at noon. Closing hours depending upon the season. So hopefully they'll still be open when I go through that way. I can stop and get some ice cream. And it's only like 0.2 miles off the trail, so I should take advantage of these restaurants and such right off the trail while they're available. There was a climb listed in the AWOL called the ladder, and I'm assuming that this is it. If I can just figure out, yeah, the blazes are up there. Trekking poles like to slip on rock. Still got a mosquito buzzing around my ear. I'm assuming we're going up that way. Oh, it's actually got a ladder. A rebar in the rock. Alright, so I stashed away the old trekking pole so that we can climb this ladder. I don't think this is OSHA approved, but then again we're not under workman's comp insurance either, so I guess it doesn't matter. That wasn't too bad. Now we gotta go up that. Well, we made it up the ladder. It is hot. Got a view here. Probably the same lake we saw earlier. Well, that's the ladder. I'm not sure what that's all about, but we've been pretty much going over stuff like this since the ladder. And there's just a big pile of rocks. Somebody had too much time. Either that or the trail crew wanted to get all the little rocks out of our way. Somebody had a fire there. You get a little bit of a view, but not much. And then the trail goes down over there. You can tell the mountains here aren't that high, are not that high. Which is a good thing. I wouldn't want to climb high mountains right now as hot as it is. Well, I don't know. The high mountains are cooler at the top. It'd be like going to Waya Bald in the summertime. It's like somebody turned on an air conditioner at the top of it. That's in western North Carolina, for any of you folks that don't know. Well, we just come across all that, if you can see through the bushes. And it looks like the rock walk may be to an end, I don't know. It's been going on for a while. There were several places where the trail could have easily went around the rock. It went up over it anyway. Whew. I'm not seeing a blaze anywhere. I mean, there's sticks piled up there. It looks like a trail. But they usually pile the sticks because that's not the trail. And this way it looks used, so. Yeah, I see a blaze now. No, we got more rock walking. It's almost 4 o'clock. And I don't know how much further we got to go. Our next stream crossing is my reference on mileage. View coming up. Or a little bit of one anyway. We have like another ladder. This time it's not rebar. This is I'd toss my trekking poles rather than stow them for 2 steps. So yeah, we'll just be walking along this flat trail and then bam, I don't know where. Yeah, all that other rock climbing slowed us down. So I don't know if we'll make it to the ice cream place before they close. It just depends on how late they're open. Here's a good view. And the lake down below. I guess that's Lake Glenville. It's supposed to be a trail coming up that goes to the lake. I don't know if there's any camping there or not. The brook I passed was dry. There you go. Except for a couple stagnant puddles. So it's cooled off a lot compared to what it was, and I've drank a lot today, so I think I'm good. But I heard from up the trail, the Creamery is open until 9 today. And they let you fill your water there. So we'll be getting some ice cream and some water at least. And the Creamery is 2 miles from the shelter. but I don't know what the terrain's like, so I tend to go slow over rocks and stuff. They hurt when you fall on them, so I just take my time. But yeah, going over all the rock climbs and stuff, it's made for a slow pace. There was a slack packer that was going to end her hike at the Creamery. She's supposed to be there at 3. She passed me there at the border. And she's talking about she's gonna have to maintain her 2 mile an hour or whatever to get there. I wonder how she did with all these rocks. Because that was just before they all started. I mean, this part she probably did fine on. Okay, so according to Google, we just go right up this road a little and it's on the right. At least we have a wide shoulder to walk on.